Women's Co-op celebrating 20 years. The Women's Co-op is short for Sri Lanka Women's Development Corporate Society Limited. It is owned and operated by and for poor women in Sri Lanka. It is engaged in a mission to put the resources, ideas and support of its own members to solve their own problems using the cooperative principles of self-help and mutual aid.
They need everything. A place to live. In the city, the 52% of the population live in shanty and slum settlements.
Poverty is the state of having little or no money and few or no material possessions, and is the shortage of common things such as food, clothing, shelter and access to safe drinking water, all of which determine the quality of life. The Women's Co-op is an organization in Sri Lanka that focuses on offering financial services to help them save and build better lifestyles. The Women's Co-op has been in operation for 20 years. Starting small with just one branch, the Women's Co-op has now grown to over 100 branches island-wide and has over 64,000 members. To be eligible for membership in the group, a woman must have a low income. Only one member of a household can participate in the group, and groups are formed based on mutual trust. The groups consist of 5 to 15 members only. My name is Sunetra. When I first joined the Women's Co-op, I did not have much to live on, let alone save. But things have changed. I thank the Women's Co-op wholeheartedly for helping me through my times of need. The Women's Co-op has established a unique management structure to ensure transparency and accountability at every point of its operation. It is a bottom-up and member-focused organization. The Women's Co-op has always been there for its members to improve their living standards by helping alleviate poverty, by promoting thrift through its savings products, focusing lending activities not only on consumption but also on investing in microenterprises, farming, and assisting to rebuild the lives of those who have suffered from unfortunate events such as natural disasters. In 2004, a deadly tsunami resulting from an Indian Ocean earthquake devastated Sri Lanka's coastal communities, taking lives and destroying property, including many of the country's credit unions and their branches. Fishing and agriculture, the coastal area's predominant economic sectors, have been affected the most by the tsunami tragedy.
Yeah.
I am so tired now. I am a little bit happy,
Yeah.
Before you take photo, I am so sad. Because heart also, my very pain, all broken. Then I thinking how to wake up again, right?
It was the 26th of December 2004 when we lost all our belongings and our jobs. After a time of extreme difficulty, we are slowly struggling to stand up again. The Women's Co-op is helping us through this by giving us loans to buy fishing nets and a boat to earn an income. Things are still hard, but we've come a long way and life is much easier now. After the tsunami, the Women's Co-op started expansion of its branch network in the south and in the east. Financial aid was provided to help rebuild lives, reconstruct houses, and help restart income-generating activities by providing loans, savings, and microinsurance.
You're bringing me back to life. You're bringing me back to life.
Under the partnership, CUFA and WOCCU are helping the Women's Co-op to improve efficiency of its branch operations, expand membership, ensure safety of the member savings, and increase lending to support member income-generating activities and help create new jobs in member-owned enterprises. WOCCU is working with branch leadership in the tsunami-affected areas. focusing on financial disciplines, accounting, internal controls, planning and budgeting capitalization, savings, credit administration, delinquency control, and other operating and risk management areas in order to encourage savings and provide access to loans for those who suffered during tsunami. My name is Damayanti. I am a member of the Aralia group. I joined them in 1999 and thanks to them, I now own a small business. I am a seamstress. I did not have anything when I started, but by taking loans to buy cloth and other materials, I am now able to earn enough to save as well. WOCCU, with the financial support from USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture, is helping women's co-op to establish agricultural lending and leasing programs to improve the quality of soil, to introduce modern farming techniques, and to provide access to short-term loans to finance farming inputs so critical at the beginning of the planning season. WOCCU, USDA and CUFA look into the future and plan to keep supporting the women's cooperation and help them rise to greater heights. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Recovering Sri Lanka's economy continues to be an ongoing struggle, and the WOCCU, USDA and CUFA remain committed to supporting and assisting local credit unions to help people with low incomes to build a better financial status, which will in turn lead to a better lifestyle.
My hero is the people. So those who are working together for better objectives. They are the heroes.
Technical assistance for institutional strengthening and agricultural lending program of the Women's Co-op, sponsored by United States Department of Agriculture. Technical assistance for expansion of the Women's Co-op in tsunami-affected areas, supported by the Credit Union Foundation, Australia. Technical assistance to the Women's Co-op implemented by the World Council of Credit Unions